So Elon Musk is continuing to enrage the left, and I gotta say, I'm 100% here for it. I love it. And what's he done now? Well, he responded to this tweet from James Esses yesterday after posting a tweet saying that I reject the word cis and don't wish to be called it. I received a slew of messages from trans activists calling me sissy and telling me that I am cis, whether I like it or not. Just imagine if the roles were reversed. And Elon Musk replied. He said, repeated targeted harassment against any account will cause the harassing accounts to receive, at minimum, temporary suspensions. The words cis or cisgender are considered slurs on this platform. And of course, the left is very upset about this. Here's from Gizmodo. Elon Musk declares cisgender a slur on free speech Twitter. Yeah, the left loves free speech when it goes one way, their way. Now, personally, I don't think slurs should be banned off social media. I think it is free speech. I think it's freedom of expression. And yes, it may be unpleasant and regrettable, but it is still freedom of expression. And for all the talk of human rights these days, well, the freedom to offend is sacred. Without the freedom to offend, you can't really say anything because somebody's going to be offended somewhere. If you want a functioning democracy, people have got to be able to offend each other. But if, mean names for people are going to be banned on social media, well, hey, all's fair in love and war, right? Let's take a look at the Wikipedia entry for cisgender. This should be interesting. A cisgender person has a gender identity that matches their sex assigned at birth. Boy, it didn't take Wikipedia long to let you know where they stand on all this, huh? A person whose sex was assigned male at birth and identifies as a boy or man, or someone whose sex was assigned female at birth and identifies as a girl or woman is considered cisgender. This is the case for the majority of people. Well, if it's the majority of people, you almost don't need a name for it, do you? But as you can see, Wikipedia has fully digested the far-left gender ideology, and you can tell that from when they say sex assigned at birth. Now, to many of us living in the real world, a statement like sex assigned at birth is totally nonsensical. This modern gender theory is not established science, it's pseudoscience. And the word cisgender itself is a political word. It has nothing to do with biology or science or reality. It's a word cooked up by neo-Marxist ideologues. And this modern usage of the word gender is quite recent. Throughout all of human history, until basically like 5 minutes ago, gender and sex were just synonyms. They meant the same thing. But the word gender has been corrupted into something like a progressive soul. It's like a metaphysical concept, and there's nothing about it that's coherent at all. Certainly, there's nothing scientific about it. Case in point, let me show you this article. Really despicable. Teacher calls out student who challenged classmate identifying as a cat. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and maybe I get in trouble for this, but I'm going to state unequivocally that that student is definitely not a cat. And examples like this, really, they just couldn't make it any more easily discernible that gender ideology is nonsense woo-woo. All you have to do really is just ask yourself, is that student actually a cat? And if the answer is no, then gender ideology is wrong. It just means that people have different tastes, different interests. They have wild imaginations. And none of it means that they're not what they actually are, what they really are, which is part of a sexually reproducing, sexually dimorphic species, humans. And look, outlets like Gizmodo can muddy the waters as much as they like. It won't change it. Here they say the guy that Elon Musk was responding to, he claims that many children with gender dysphoria eventually come to identify as their biological sex. That's true. The next sentence is, Esses is an avowed transphobe. He's openly said that he doesn't believe in gender ideology and that using the prefix cis to describe him makes him feel unsafe and reflects hatred towards him. Well, if you question any part of the gender ideology cult, you're going to get hatred. I mean, right here, they're calling him a transphobe. That's a powerful word these days. And they're saying it because he thinks that many children with gender dysphoria grow out of it, which is reality. And they're calling him a phobe because he doesn't believe in gender ideology. So the bar is pretty low to get attacked with slurs from the left on any of this stuff. So again, in regards to Elon Musk saying that the word cis or cisgender are considered slurs on Twitter, hey, all's fair in love and war, right? But I would say it's worse than that. It's worse than a slur. It's a complete refutal of reality. And civilizations that ignore reality, well, they have worse things than slurs awaiting them. All you have to do is look at a history book. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.